get these ball joints off. I don't think they're doing very well. And tie rods. So I'm having trouble getting the ball joint off because I can't get a good angle on it. So I'm gonna take the tie rod off, and I'm gonna use a little tape trick so that I can just tape around the threads and then not have to worry about how far I need to screw the tie rod end on. Let's see how this one works out. Like butter with the axe. You can see the inside spinning with the outside nut. Great. Oh, thing. Now that's a problem. I had to bring in a little reinforcement from the back of the axe because the hammer wasn't doing it. It finally came out. Nice. And this ball joint was toast. It just, yeah, it's not good. Onto the tie rod. Just wanted to show a difference between what a good ball joint is and what a bad one is. Clearly you can even see it, but this one doesn't have a boot anymore. It must have, I don't even know, just disintegrated over time, but you also shouldn't be able to move this with your pinky. That is a definite sign of it being bad. This old tie rod is also toast. Garbage. It's not supposed to do that. But I'd like to point out something that kind of is weird, but I bought a replacement for it, and it's the physical size of it is much larger. I mean, there's room between the rotor and tie rod, but not much. There's probably about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch, somewhere in there. I mean, it's gonna work, but I know if I hear problems, that's probably where it's coming from. Boom, one side's done. Now to move on to the other side. Looks way better with new parts in there, and now I have more confidence in this car, because this thing hasn't been exactly the safest ride ever. Obviously, the rear brakes were a major issue, but the steering now should be a lot better. Got some new brake shoes for the Triumph finally. I wasn't gonna move it if it still had the wacky brake like that it does, because that one's delaminated off of this thing. But there we go, right on it. And boom, one side is done. Hopefully this thing will be able to stop a lot better than it has been. I put new wheel cylinders on both sides of the rear brake, putting on new pads, fixed the e-brake, fixed a lot of stuff, put on new bleeders on the front, and slow. Shift into second gear. Test those brakes out. Ooh, it stops. Stops like it should. That's a wrap for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This thing's been a serious work in progress. It's got quite a few more issues, like the door handle not working and the whole interior is kind of destroyed, but it's slowly working. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys stick around for other videos. I'll be posting as often as I can, but I always have projects going on. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace out.